Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this first story is about county lines, and it's about an initiative that the government has done and a raid that took place in Perry Barr the other day in Birmingham, and Priti Patel, the Home Secretary, came to Brum with the police. They very dramatically smashed a whole bay window of a house in, which I've never seen done before. 8 police officers climbed through the glass while telling each other that there was glass there.
Careful on there, Colin. There's some glass on there, watch it.
As people are aware, for the past few months, the UK has been in lockdown. A lot of people have lost their jobs or they've been on furlough. And the only place that isn't doing furlough is county lines. Police have seen a massive increase in county lines activity, with people going to smaller cities around the country to make a lot of money from drugs. And this operation by West Midlands Police, they say, has arrested 155 people in a crackdown on drug gangs. Forces said they seized 47 weapons and drugs worth £290,000. It was part of a series of operations including West Midlands Police, Merseyside Police and London's Metropolitan Police, the 3 forces serving regions with the most county line gangs. There's no time period for this exact operation, which I think is a bit strange. If you're going to make us understand the exact value of it, then we need to have a time scale. £290,000 in 3 different towns, Merseyside, London and Birmingham, is not a lot of money. That's street value too. So we can half that in relation to what it's actually worth. £200,000 in 3 of the biggest cities in the UK. And that for them is a massive operation. The British Transport Police was also involved, so they managed to do this with 4 different forces over the whole country, and they managed to get 200,000 street value. West Midlands Police say they have safeguarded 82 children. This means measures are put in place to protect these children from danger. And I'm assuming poverty. Between November 2019 and March 2020, 657 people were arrested. So that's over a year's period, and 109 weapons were seized. So that's only 50 more than the actual operation. So again, I have no idea what the time period is.
Police got BTP. I was also out with BTP last week as well. Policing has had to change because of the type of crime that we are now seeing. And we've got to recognise as well, the type of crime that we are seeing isn't necessarily all homegrown. A lot of this is coming in from outside of the United Kingdom, with drugs being brought in from different parts of the world, with criminals who, yes, are exploiting our children, who are absolutely ruthless in the techniques and the approaches that they're using, and they're a
Chief Inspector Rowan Tyre from the West Midlands Regional Organised Crime Unit, ROCU, said the funding has enabled us to make a task force to go after top-tier drug criminals that are operating in the region. So the money they seize from these drug dealers, this is where they say it's going, is back into operations to catch them again. These are people running big drug networks and exploiting people and making a lot of money. These results are just the start, and more arrests, warrants and seizures will take place over the coming months. Home Secretary Priti Patel said she's determined to roll up county line drug gangs and stop them from terrorising the towns and exploiting children. She said she has seen firsthand for the important work the police do to tackle county lines. And of course, she's been getting a lot of criticism recently from the misinformation that's been coming out about COVID. She recently said there was a lot of tests available and that anyone could get them. She was then contradicted by Matt Hancock in the Houses of Parliament that said that there was operational challenges and that they would have to make priorities for the choice of people that got the test. So there's been a lot of controversy about COVID tests, and this does to me seem like a good way to take the public attention away from that with the shambles of track and trace. So like I said, this story is very vague. I'm not sure the timescale of crime. A report in January said that more than 2,000 individuals were involved in county lines in the UK, and approximately there is 1,000 county lines in existence. I have no idea how they could possibly have worked that out, but there you go, they've done it. The analysis suggests that London, Birmingham and Liverpool are the main exporting areas to county lines to 23 other places. Some gangs use Birmingham New Street Station, they say, to sell drugs in rural areas. So they've determined from the train stations that they must be using them to travel. The railway network remains a key method of transportation for children on the county lines. Rail networks such as Birmingham New Street, Clapham Junction, Manchester Piccadilly, Waterloo are key points of access to and from the rail network. Organised crime gangs send their dealers to these different towns, villages and rural areas in order to make a lot of money. And regular viewers of the channel will know we have covered county lines for the past 2 years, and I will continue to do so. I thought this is a very interesting publicity video that the police have released, so I really want to hear what people have to say on this story. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.
Absolutely not. If you look at what is going on right now in county lines, you've seen a police operation this morning, which is quite unprecedented in ways of working and the approach that has been taken into tackling county lines. You've seen officers basically put themselves at risk to go into, a source property, basically, to go out across the region to tackle county lines. Now, quite frankly, we have rightly so put £20 million into county lines, and Merseyside police have benefited from a significant amount of that money, and there'll be naturally more to come. There'll be more to come because of the scale of this epidemic, the scale of this problem. And I actually think we all have to wake up and realise what is going on when it comes to county lines, yes, the networks across the country and internationally upstream outside of the United Kingdom, the people that are shipping their drugs into the UK and using and exploiting vulnerable kids, basically our children, to go out there and deliver drugs and